Hey guys, we are out here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Day 2, last day, day 3 kind of. We had some pre-meetings going on, but there was a lot going on. The executive board just finished up, had a little lunch, and we are done. And we are ready to report on all the successes and what we learned. What a lot of people don't understand and what you need to know is how involved you can become with ACPA. It's limitless. You can be on committees. You can influence the decisions that we're going to talk about that were made at this meeting that will affect the entire industry, hopefully in a positive light. But if you don't think so, you have the ability to have input in that. Right as it stands right now, there are 655 active members with ACPA, representing over 4,200 boom pumps. And that accounts for about 50% of the boom pumps in the United States. Take into account our friends at CPAC in Canada, right now there's a potential in the northern provinces to attain another 500 to 700 boom pumps that are all open to us to try and influence with safety, with coalitions, everything that we can do to positively affect the industry. We talked about Build with Strength Coalition and how important building with concrete is. And then as far as everything else, I'm going to turn it over to the experts. Of course, you know, Christy Collins with ACPA and Gary Brown, President ACPA. Why don't you guys take it away? What did we learn from our round of committee meetings and what was decided at the final board meeting?
Well, let me just say, the meetings may be over, but the work continues, and it's kind of exciting. There was a lot that came out of this meeting this time. We've wrapped up a few projects. Our safety bulletins.
We made a huge step in new certification and how we're going to train our operators in the very near future. We're going to have online training. We're still going to do seminars. We're going to heavily activate and try to get train the trainers trained. We're going to finish that program up. The goal is to have this online in effect February 1st, 2020, and then we'll have a 90-day grace period after that, or after the programs are activated and in place, to where that is your only opportunity. We think this will raise the criteria and maybe put some more teeth in our certification process, to where people will see more validity and when they get that safety card and the certification process, that they can really feel more proud of it.
This has been a long time coming. We've been working on this for a long time, and sometimes it takes a while to do these things because you want to make sure you're doing them right. We feel we're on a really good path. It's gonna be just better education all the way around, because we're actually going to train people to train operators. So, and that's going to be the only way that they're going to be able to get their training and certifications. So, you know, the idea is, if we train you to do better, if we train you to do the right thing, you'll do the right thing. Is it, does it take all, is it a perfect system? Not yet, but right. It's getting there. Yeah, we're pretty excited. I think that's probably what I'm the most excited about.
One other thing that was really energetic and informative was the simulator, and what it brings to each company, and the opportunity to safely train their operators, which takes training time out. It's really close to almost the exact running of a concrete pump, and we feel that it will take and cut down your training time, reduce accidents to equipment and personnel. And we're still needing a little more support, so if you're out there and you're on that board, call Dennis Andrews, text the national, or call the national office, and let's get involved so we can get this project under completion. We still need about 10 more commitments to finish the project, and we need to try to get that done.
Well, and this is the new simulator too. So most people haven't even seen this, because just last week they spent the whole day at Andrews Concrete Pumping recording sounds, the ready mix, sounds from the hopper, the boom, everything. This is going to be about as real as you can get. So a lot of you haven't even seen that yet. That's pretty exciting for training.
If we can get the commitments, it should be in our hands by October, is what they're saying.
Before the end of the year.
We need a few more commitments, and we can make this happen.
Yeah. But then we're also going to have a safety award.
A new safety award, yeah. We're going to award every company that meets the criteria, and we're going to announce it at the World of Concrete. You'll see these applications coming out, probably be around the fall board meeting. Every company that can submit it through their OSHA 300 log, submit it to the committee. If your criteria meets, your company will be announced and awarded at the World of Concrete. So everybody has the opportunity to participate in it. I think that's great. We've put together, and finally, after probably a 5-year battle on back-end protection, we finally got that from the start across the finish line, and you'll be seeing that coming out in the very near future as a safety bulletin to how to protect your unit and protect the co-workers who are around the back of the pump. And I think that was a big hurdle that always would find some kind of obstacle at the final board. Finally, we got that pushed across the goal line.
So now, Dan, I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
This was your first meeting.
Yes.
During the day, what did you think?
Oh, it was a lot like the DC fly-in, and you go into it really not knowing what to expect. And you come out thinking that was incredibly productive. You get to know the ins and outs. Of course, I always get updates from Gary, and Gary's so good at explaining everything. Sure. He's into it, he's hip deep in everything. So he's very knowledgeable. So I'm lucky in that sense. For a lot of other members, non-members out there, all you get is pretty much the update in the magazine, which, by the way, you can go and get for free online. I have it sent right to you through ACPA, and it's a valuable resource. But to actually come to a meeting, it was great to sit in on the subcommittees, and then I was just there to take notes so we could do this. Try to let everybody who couldn't come to this, let them know what it's like to try and get out, what it's like to be a member of ACPA. Well,
in addition to looking in the magazine as to what went on today, for members, you can go into the members only section, and there are minutes from all the committee meetings and minutes from the general board. So it's not the most interesting reading, but it affects you, it affects your livelihood. Check them out, see what we're doing.
One last thing, the driving video.
The driving video
is coming out probably real soon.
Yeah, right, within a week.
And it'll be free to everybody, free to your neighbors. It's going to be on the ACPA website. We'll send you the link
but it's a driving video for concrete pumps that we're just giving to the public.
Because 65% of our accidents happen on the highway or some form of driving accident, so we felt it was important enough to share with the world, basically.
So you'll see us posting it on our page, along with ACPA. Schwing's going to do that. I'm sure Pootsmeister will do it, because it's an overall safety issue that involves everybody. Yep. And when that does come out, I hope we get more views on that than anything else, because I hope it's shared, I hope it's viewed. It's a big deal.
And it should prevent accidents.
Yes, absolutely. So we wanted to reach out more with member involvement and member recruiting, and that is one thing we're going to be working on in the future. And it would help if you guys would comment either on our Facebook or on YouTube in the videos. What do you see beneficial with an ACPA membership if you're an ACPA member? If you're an operator, what do you see the benefits being if your employer is a member of the ACPA? If you're an operator whose employer is not a member of the ACPA, what do you think you could find useful by joining the ACPA? And even let us know, if you don't think it's worth it, tell us why you don't think it's worth it. All these things are very important for us to know, because we believe it's worth it, because our goal is safety, all the time safety. And those that are willing to sacrifice safety for profit will have neither. We all get together, we decide, we discuss, and it goes from, there are 105 individual owner-operator members, and everybody gets equal representation. It's really nice to see the organization come together. And
for those of you who missed the spring board meeting, this is your opportunity to do two things. Come to the fall board meeting, participate, stay on the next 2 days and get 2 days of great education. We've done a really good job of putting together speakers and a lot of roundtables that every company can benefit from. I'm sure you'll appreciate it if you come. The money that you spend will be well spent.
Worth it.
And the only downside to the fall board meeting educational conference is the location. It's in Florida. It's late fall, so it's probably going to be really
Warm.
80,
It's probably
85
gonna be
degrees.
warm, yeah.
There'll be too much water around.
Too much water,
There's
too
just
much
Close to
food,
Disney
too much.
World.
Close to Disney World, a lot of things for the family to do. I think there's going to be a family day.
The family days.
Yeah.
what-
So
in the plan?
if you're thinking, even operators, come out, get engaged, bring your family. If you're local in the Florida area, come, and if you've never been to an ACPA meeting before, come on out. It's going to be a blast, and Christy will be putting together along with, and we want to thank the girls at the ACPA. There's
Aw, that's
4 of them. Yeah, there's 4.
4 here.
Yeah, there's 4. There's 4 here that put all this on, and it's amazing for that many members, and as big as the events and the organization can go. I can't get over how much you guys really work. I've seen smaller organizations use a lot more people. So you guys, as you said in the meeting, you can be pretty crafty, but they rely a lot on the members and member participation. So let's get it done, make it happen.
Thanks, Dan.
I'm gonna go smoke a cigar.